And welcome back everyone to Summer ESA Summer 21. We are raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream or by typing !donate in chat. We would like to also thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring the event. Now, I hope you're all hungry, because our next protagonist has an appetite for melons. It's Lovebot with Yoshi's Story. Take it away.
Thank you. As mentioned, I'm lovebot. I'll be running Yoshi's Story, any percent the Japanese version of the game, which is a little bit different from the American. It's a little bit longer, has some different tech and stuff. We'll talk all about that when we get going. And timing is on reset of the console, so I'll just get going here in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, and we're off. And already here in the beginning, there is not a trick, but I need to select watermelon on a fruit roulette wheel. And there's only a 2-frame window of selecting it, so hopefully I have good on-point mashing, and I'll mash my way out of getting this, so here we go. I didn't get it, I'll just try again, because it saves about 15-20 seconds if I get it, and it loses about 15-20 seconds if I don't get it, like, per time I try here. So I'll just give it a few attempts, because I really want to show off that route that I'm doing. With this watermelon, and the estimate should allow for here 2 attempts, so there we go, perfect. So we got the watermelon and we're off. That just determines a few fruits on the levels are now gonna be watermelons, and that's important because when you eat 6 of the same fruit in a row, you spawn a super happy heart. More on that later when we get there, but this is 1-2 surprise. All the stages are done super fast, and there's a lot of like small tech things going on that are hard to pick up on, but I'll try my best to explain it. So there I just failed though, something called a dustless ground pound. I want to try and make my ground pound as closest to the ground as possible, so that it doesn't trigger the dust animation. For some ground pounds like this one, we do need the dust animation because it turns Shy Guys into fruits. And turning Shy Guys into fruits obviously really fast, but we just get a ton of... If you, in the ground pound animation, push up against the wall, Yoshi effectively, like, you get the dust animation, but you can move out of it. Normally you cannot move for 40 frames. So that was the first stage done, with only minor mistakes. There we go. And the big difference between the Japanese and American version of the game is these cutscenes here. There's like about 25 seconds of cutscene per stage, like 30 seconds I think it is, and it's unskippable. On the American version of the game, the cartridge saves your progress in between stages. As soon as the score screen fades to black, you can reset your console and boot it back up, and you'll have skipped this cutscene. That's like the major difference between the two versions, but there's also a lot of small physics stuff, like how Yoshi jumps, the jump height, being able to slide on the ground while eating fruits on the Japanese version of the game, small stuff like that. That's really hard to notice while watching. But here comes Black's Boiler, huge step up in difficulty, both casually and for the speedrun. This is one of my favorite stages though, because it's quite impressive when done correctly and not by ground pounding there. Here we'll talk a little bit more about another piece of tech called tongue jumping. And that is if you hold down A after jumping and mash B as fast as you can in the beginning of the jump, Yoshi effectively has no gravity for 1 frame. Like for the first frame you stick out your tongue, so like this, you can mash your B button and just get a ton of extra height and distance on your jumps. And you see me doing a lot of accidental ground pounds, and that is because in this game there's no dedicated ground pound button. Whenever you flick just the tiny amount down on the control stick, Yoshi performs a ground pound. And sometimes you want to eat fruits downwards, and if you accidentally do that in opposite order and stuff, you just ground pound. But that outside of those mishaps, that stage went pretty well. As you saw, maybe you saw some of the ground pounds I did, especially there at the end, are super fast. They're called Japanese dustless ground pounds, and they can only be performed on this version of the game. they're basically instant. There's no animation of Yoshi doing anything. He just like goes, ha! And you have ground pounded. But here coming up, the next stage is a little bit self-explanatory, and we have a little bit of a cutscene here, so if there's any messages, this would be the perfect time.
I do have some donations coming in. I have Hypixion with $50 with no comment. Thank you so much for that, Hypixion. And I have Hepenwana with $68.75 that says 5 cents for each jump, death, or checkpoint during the race. Thanks for Paul Sternzet, and happy anniversary to my partner, Buzzer Yum Yum. Thank you so much for those donations.
Perfect. And here we go. Cloud cruising. It's one of my least favorite stages in the game. I'm sorry, you can hear the ice cream truck maybe coming outside right now. That's the loud bell you hear. So this stage is very vertical. I'm doing a little bit of a skip there to get up on this cloud a little bit faster. Sorry, I'm just counting in my head there. There's a very specific amount of jumps I want to do per snake, and chain them together with tongue jumps like that to just skip a little bit of jumping. If I fall down from these snakes, it's all the way down to the beginning. They do not respawn on the halfway point. Here's a big tongue jump. Beautiful, and that skips a full snake doing that jump there. So coming up, you may have noticed me not picking up a lot of... Oh, that's actually something I didn't mention. Let me show that now, after this trick here. So we scroll the screen to the left, shoot an egg to create a little bit of a path. And there we go. Now we just mash a lot of fruits. Okay, so what I was trying to explain in the middle of that, you see my fruit counter around the screen there. I normally hide that throughout the run because it can introduce a little bit of lag, especially on the second stage we just did. That's just something I always forget to mention because it confuses people always, like why can we not see the fruit counter? And it's just because you can hide it. So here's our midway boss kill. And I did not get the quick kill, and I actually took damage there. That's really embarrassing. You can kill that boss in one jump. It's very impressive when done correctly, and as you see there, that was terrible. That was terrible. But yeah, that's the halfway point of the run. It's pretty quick, and especially because we route in those stages where you can turn Shy Guys into fruits and just finish the stages like super quickly. But here coming up, the next stage is the entire reason why we reset the console to get the watermelon in the beginning. It's called Jungle Hut, and it has a very, very unforgiving route that I'll be attempting to perform. If it goes wrong, I'll lose somewhere between 15 to 30 seconds. It's a really big time loss in a game that's this tight. My sum of best is only 6 seconds better than my PB, which is currently a 3rd place on the leaderboard. I'm 10 seconds behind world record. So it's like a very optimized short game, and mistakes just completely derail the run. So, nerfs aside and all that, let's see if I can pull this off. I might go a little bit silent sometimes while focusing. But this is a very like zigzaggy stage where you go left, right, up, down and stuff. So here coming up on this first hut, this is where my movement has to be extremely precise. Like very precise, and ground pounding at very specific timings and stuff like that. So here we go. That's like really bad. Okay, I am in full damage control mode now, and I'll see if I can make this work. Push him down. Okay, I lost fruits. So that's like the worst thing that can happen basically, is losing fruits. And I now have to see if I can at all save this. I cannot. Okay, so this is the worst thing that could have happened, basically. We despawned fruits, and if you despawn fruits, I don't get the super happy heart like I'm supposed to get out here. So now we'll be missing quite a lot of fruits, actually. So I'll do my best here to snag some extras. Okay, we have to do a very precise hard shot, and I got it, luckily. If you miss that, it's a very big time loss. Like, not that it's... Like, it pales in comparison to all the time loss that we have right now, just because of this route went so poorly. I actually need to see how many fruits am I missing. I might actually be... This might be really bad. We'll see. Okay, full damage control. We're going into the second hut here to pick up some extra fruits. I'll go all the way down here to pick up this extra, because I'll definitely need it. Oops. Yeah, we're way short on fruits right now. I'm so sorry about this, guy. This is a little bit embarrassing, because this stage, while really hard, I normally have pretty good success rate at it. But it's fine. There is plenty of fruits to get. It's just now I have to go back out, and I have to visit another hut up here to get the fruits I was missing. Funny thing about this room we'll be entering, this is a bit of an Easter egg. You can actually control the music in the game by shooting these different spiders in here. I won't really have time to show that off because we're already doing really poorly here. Like, we're talking having lost about 2 minutes or something. Okay, so that's the worst that could happen. Like, absolutely the worst that could happen. Okay, coming up on my favorite stage though, Shy Guy Limbo. It's a really fun stage, but it's also aesthetically and music-wise and stuff, it's just a really cute and fun stage to play. And hopefully we don't go too much over estimate. We might do a little bit, just because I had to reset in the beginning for the watermelon, which then turned out to just be not worth it at all, because I didn't get the strat. But hey, this is very classic me and ESA marathon luck. I always do really poorly at ESA. If you want to like check out my stream if you want to see me actually grind and have some good runs, but at marathons I usually perform pretty badly. Okay, so yeah, my favorite stage coming up. It's just fun because it's done pretty much in full speed, just like Block Spoiler. You don't really stop for much. So let's see how it goes. Here in the beginning, I'm doing some JP exclusive movement that is a little bit slower than on American, but it just ensures me like getting a bunch of eggs and stuff like that. It loses like 0.3 of a second. It's negligible. But yeah, this stage has a lot of, as you see, like moving egg shots, spinning around to eat fruits behind you, and picking up eggs behind you and stuff like that. It's really fun to do. Like, the mechanics of this game are really fun. Okay, so I missed one fruit there. That's not a big deal. I can lose one fruit on this stage and still be perfectly fine at the end. It just has a little bit of a sketchy backup that I have to do, but it's okay. So there was a pretty fast and tricky hard shot. You may have missed almost what just happened. When you hit that that button, the floating button, the heart spawns and you can just like shoot it before it has spawned basically and ensure that you get it on frame 1. Okay, so here comes the ending where I'm 1 fruit short right now. So hopefully I get this back up. Fruit. Don't push me. Okay. If Lucky 2 pushes you with his water, you're dead. That was very close. Very close call. And I had to eat him there because now that he pushed me or I almost fell into the pit, he would have been on a different cycle and 100% guaranteed that he would try to push me into the pit again. Oh, that was exciting. But yeah, we're coming up on our last level now, Ghost Castle, which houses Baby Bowser, the boss of the game. And this is another really quick stage because of the fact that you can turn stuff into to fruits. And you'll see that coming up here in a moment. So you'll see me skip a lot of fruits, and seemingly that would be slower, right? Because why wouldn't you just get the fruits that are in your way? But unless the fruits are like literally in my way and I can get them completely for free, there's no point in picking them up. And you'll see in here in a minute. But yeah, final page of the game. Stage 3 is hiding behind that little tower there, so you can't see it, but we got it. And here in the beginning, I just want to pick up one egg from this box. Because, as I talked about earlier, the dusted ground pounds are actually bufferable. So if you have an egg, you can buffer the ground pound by shooting an egg or aiming an egg right before ground pounding, and that extends your window of being able to do a dusted by about 10 frames. But what's more important is that it carries into Yoshi having already landed on the ground, so you can pull off some pretty insane ground pounds with that. But yeah, here comes the last room of the game. There's a few fruits here we want to snag because they're just like free on their way. Hopefully we get good boo RNG here because the boos are random. Okay, got good luck for that one. Really good luck. That's beautiful. So now again, we're just gonna be snagging a lot of fruits. I'm generating a few eggs there by... When you're super happy, you have unlimited egg shots. So if you aim an egg and cancel it with a tongue, you actually get to keep the egg. So now I have 3 eggs going into the Baby Bowser fight. This is also a very short fight. Shoot an egg right there. Shoot an egg to the left of him, now to the right of him, and pick up the super happy heart. Very convenient that we get like unlimited fruits and invincibility on the boss fight. It's very easy, but now he's stun locked, and we're styling on him a little bit here. Oh, we almost cleaned the tree. I always try to see if I can clean the tree before he dies, but that's basically the game, or not basically, that is the game. Time is coming up when the final score is displayed, and I see we're going a little bit over estimate because of that mishap, but that was a really bad jungle hut. Besides that, the run actually went okay, but the jungle hut was something else. But yeah, that was Yoshi's Story, the Japanese version. I hope you enjoyed it, and again, I go really hard with grinding. Oh, let me go over time, and time is coming up. It's time. There you go. Thank you so much, everybody, for letting me run. As I was trying to say, if you're interested in Yoshi's Story, do check out my stream. I stream pretty much every day. Let's just do ESA 21. I go really hard at this game and have been the last month. I'm getting really close to world records, so my push is definitely for that. But other than that, check out speedrun.com. It has the Discord. It has tutorials for how to get into the game, how to do the different tricks and stuff. And yeah, I won't take more of your time. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a good rest of the marathon. Peace.
Thank you so much for that delicious run of Yoshi's Story, lovebot. We'll be taking a quick break to set up Spyro the Dragon for next. And with that, I'm sad to say that my shift is up as well. Thank you all so much for the amazing support so far. Keep it up, chat. I'll leave you all in the capable hands of the Scot that's brewing up a storm. It's time to hand it off to the lovely Argic. As I sign off, stay cute, chat.